Hello lovely Pilates family. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I'm giving you a reformer based class for anybody with a reformer at home or who has access to one. This is mixed level and it's going to work the whole body. My reformer, I'm using a balanced body Allegro, which has red springs, which are the heaviest, blue, which is the medium, and yellow, which is the lightest. So if they're different to yours, I'll make sure that I say heavy, medium or light, as well as the color. So starting off on your hands and knees, hands on the bar, feet against the shoulder pads. I'm on one red spring and I'm starting with some dynamic cat-cow stretches. I'm going to round my spine as I push the carriage back. And as I bring the carriage back in, extending the spine, really lifting the chest up. Slowly rounding the spine as you push your knees back past your hips. And extending the spine as you bring the carriage in. We're going to really again round the spine, draw the knees back past the hips. Once they get there, let's start to control that extension forward, shine the chest up to the sky. Let's do one more of these just to keep mobilizing the spine. Fantastic. Now we're going to start to stretch out our hips next. So can you bring your right foot up onto the foot bar? Really tuck your hips underneath here. Slightly push the carriage back with your left leg to open up the front of that left hip. And let's bring the arms up onto the head or right up to the ceiling. You should feel that stretch opening at the front of the left hip. And taking this into our split stretch, hands on the bar. Imagine you're going into the splits, push your right leg as straight as possible and push your left leg back. And this is targeting the right hamstring. I'm going to go through 2 of each on each leg. So let's bring the carriage back in, back to that first stretch. Hands up, really tucking the hips underneath. Now if you feel this is too wobbly, you can always just keep the hands on the bar as well. And then back into our split stretch. Try and get that knee a bit straighter than it was before. Alright, let's bring the carriage in and change legs. Alright, so we've now got our left foot up on the bar and we're starting out with our hip stretch, tucking the hips underneath, driving the carriage back slightly with the right leg, and arms are coming up. So we're opening out the front of that right hip, targeting the hip flexor. Now when you're ready, put your hands on the bar and let's push into our split stretch. So really drive that front leg as straight as possible and push the back leg back. Okay, coming back in and then just repeating one more time. Arms up if possible, tucking the hips under, driving that right leg back slightly to open up the hip flexor. And then going into our split stretch one last time. Now we're going to start off strength-wise today, working the glutes in a standing position. So when you come back in, I'm changing my springs to one blue spring because I want it to be light enough that I can do quite a long sequence here. Step off the left side of your reformer, so you've got your left foot on the floor, right foot against your shoulder pad, and if possible put your hands on your hips, otherwise you can keep one hand on the bar. We're going to start with our scooter, so breathe out, drive your right leg back straight and breathe in, let it come back in. Now remember, your left leg is soft, okay? Don't lock out your knee, you won't get as much glute work. Really drive your heel into the ground. Let's keep going. Breathe out to push out, breathe in to come in, and let's add our arms in now. So as you push away, drive your arms up, and as you come in, take them down. Breathe out to push out, breathe in to come in. Breathe out to push out, breathe in to come in. By now you should be able to feel that your left glute, which is the glute of the supporting leg that you're standing on, is starting to work for you. You're not likely to feel too much in the right leg because the spring is fairly light. We're on a blue spring, which is that medium spring. Now let's take it into some lunges. So as you push the carriage back, bend your left knee, lunge down and come back up. Breathing is the same. Breathe out as you push back and lunge down. Breathe in as you come up. That's it. After our next 3, we're going to take this into our flying scooter, okay? So after those next 2 now, when you come back in, place your hands on the foot bar and jump your left knee right up to your chest. Okay, this next one, we lunge down, then we place the hands on the foot bar, jump the left knee up into the chest, place it down, back into our lunge, hands on the hips. And again, jump the knee into the chest, down and into the lunge, hands onto the hips. You've got to use your core and your hip flexor of your left hip to really drive that leg up and control the landing down. Okay, let's hold the left knee up, extend it behind you, draw it into your chest and then land. And again, the knee goes up to the chest, back behind you, into the chest and down. And again, really push into the foot bar. Make sure when you're up in that position, but we really want a nice straight back. Okay, neutral spine. Don't allow your back to start to sink downwards. Use your core strength here. You've got to stabilize your body whilst your left leg is going in and out. And again, 4 more. And land, hands on the hips. Work the balance. Drive up, leg extends, leg comes back in and down. And again, jump the knee up, extend it behind you, draw it in, plant it down, and rest there. Well done. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to keep the same springs here. Climb onto the carriage with both knees. Let's start to work our upper body. In your plank on your knees, push out through your arms as far as you can control and draw it back in. Breathe out, push away through the arms as far as you can keep a neutral back, and breathe in as you come back in. Fantastic, the spine is staying nice and neutral. Good, now in a moment we're going to now, as we come back in, bend the arms, okay? So on our next one, we're going to press away. Bend the arms, chest comes to just above the bar, then push up, and we go again, press away. Bend the arms, draw the carriage in, chest above the bar, and drive up. 2 more in this direction, push away. Bend those arms in and push up. Push away. Bend the arms in, chest above the bar, and push up. Now we change directions, we chest down to the bar. Press out so the arms are straight and draw it back in with the arms still straight. 3 more like this. We're really working through all of that musculature in the upper body here, and we've always got to keep the core engaged to keep the spine in neutral. And this is our last one. Brilliant. Okay, now we're going to step off the right side of the reformer and get ready for our scooter sequence on this right leg. So hands on the hips, right knee soft, and let's go. Same springs, breathe out, push out, breathe in, come in. Breathe out, scoot that left leg out, breathe in, come on back in. So you know what's coming now this time because you've already done the other leg. We start with our scooter. We then progress to doing our overhead arms, we take it into the lunges, then eventually to the flying scooter. So let's build those arms in now. As you push out, take the arms up, and as you come in, take them down. Breathe out, push out, breathe in, come in. Your body and your right leg should be staying completely still here. Remember, push your right heel into the ground to really get that right glute to activate. Well done. That's it, keep it going. In a moment, we're going to transition into our lunges. Let's go. Your next one, as you push away, bend your right knee down as far as your body will let you. Breathe out as you push away. Breathe in as you come up. Breathe out as you push away. Breathe in as you come up. Keep it going. You're doing so well. Now just technique-wise, make sure that as well as keeping your neutral spine, your right knee isn't caving inwards when you bend it. So when you bend that knee, the right knee, it should just be going straight forward towards your toes. Okay, getting ready to add in our flying scooter in a moment. So, let's bring the hands on the bar, and as you come in, jump the right knee up to the chest. When you go down again, you're going to take your hands off, place them on your hips. Brilliant. And again, let's push into the bar, drive the right knee up into the chest. Use your core and your hip strength. Really good. Fantastic. Let's add in the addition of that right leg now, okay? So as we go up into our balance, extend your right leg, bend it in, and then plant it down. Let's keep it going. You're doing so well. Push up, bend the right knee in, out, in, and then plant it down. Let's try and keep the pace. This is quite a dynamic session here. Of course, if you need to take extra breaks, please do at any time. Good. That's it. And again. Push up. Drive the knee in. Fantastic. Now, as you get tired, don't allow your technique to start to crumble. If you feel your knee starting to swing in or your back starting to fail a bit, take a rest rather than plowing through in the wrong position. Phew, that's the last one. And come on back in. Well done. Staying on one blue spring, we're going to be going through our warrior twist next. So kneeling on the carriage with your left knee against the shoulder pad and your right foot in the corner facing the side. Pick up the strap in your left hand, extend your right arm and bend your left, and then press your left arm forward as you twist around 90 degrees to the right and return back again. We breathe out as we push through that left arm, twist 90 degrees to the right arm goes out to the side, and breathe in as you return back. Whilst you're doing this twist, think about that image of the piece of string drawing you up by the top of your head so that your posture stays tall as you press through the left arm and twist through your rib cage. Keep drawing in your abdominal muscles to keep the balance. One more. Drive through that left arm and return back to the middle. Now place both knees onto the carriage now and pass the strap into your right hand. We're going to be going through some lateral raises next. So as you breathe out, keeping that right arm straight, raise your arm straight out to the side to shoulder height and breathe in as you return it down. Breathe out as you lift it up to shoulder height and breathe in as you take it down. Your arm should be straight or just with a tiny soft bend in the elbow, but as straight as possible really. Again, draw in your abdominal muscles. Imagine the piece of string pulling you up tall. The body is standing upright, no twisting. Good, really work through that right deltoid to take that arm right out to shoulder height. Okay, let's leave it there. Place that strap back down again. And again, keeping the same springs, turn around to face the shoulder pads. Mark your knees about a fist length away from your shoulder pads and then place your hands in front of your shoulders on the tracks. When you're ready, get your neutral spine and pull your carriage forward till the shoulders are on top of the hands. Keep your body still and with your knees move the carriage up to your wrists and back till your thighs hit the shoulder pads. Breathe out, pull it up to your wrists. Breathe in, take it back till your thighs hit the shoulder pads. Draw in your lower belly muscles so that your back doesn't arch, and we're keeping that neutral spine as the carriage moves in and out. Don't allow your shoulders to bunch up to your ears. That's fantastic. Keep it going. Let's breathe out to pull forward, breathe in to go back. Last one, and rest there. Now this time I'm taking my spring off, so I have no springs on now. Hands back on the tracks again in front of your shoulders. This time tuck your toes under, push up to a plank. And as you breathe out, bend your knees to pull the carriage forward, tucking the carriage up to your wrists, and breathe in, control it back to a plank. Really important that you keep your shoulders on top of your hands and your spine in neutral. Draw in through your lower abs and your hip flexors to pull that carriage up. Breathe out as you pull up. Breathe in as you go back. Fantastic. Now in a moment we're going to keep going, but we're going to change this to a pike instead of a tuck. So let's go. Lift the hips up, keep the legs straight this time. Fantastic. Slightly tuck your head in as you lift them up to increase that pike shape. Really lovely. Keep it going. Control the carriage as it goes back. There's no springs on, so it's tough to control it down without arching your back. And rest there. Well done. Okay, now we're going to repeat that series on the other side. So if you reattach that blue spring, your medium spring, and turn around to your left, starting with our warrior twist. So your right knee is up to the shoulder pad, your left foot is on the corner of the carriage. Grab your hand strap in your right hand up towards in front of your chest, left arm extended, and press that right arm round to the left till it's straight and twist around 90 degrees to the left. Breathe out as you push and twist. Draw in your lower belly muscles. Breathe in as you return back. Stand tall. Fantastic. Now we're really working through that right shoulder here. Make sure the right shoulder doesn't bunch up to your ear though. We're going to keep both shoulders level. Fantastic. One more. Breathe out. Push that right arm and twist. Breathe in. Come back. Okay, both knees down on the carriage now. Pass the strap into your left hand for our lateral raise. So keeping that arm relatively straight now. As you breathe out, pull your arm straight out to the side till it gets up to shoulder height. And breathe in as you replace it down. Breathe out, pull it up. Breathe in, replace it down. So that left deltoid is doing all the work here. You've got to stabilize your body to keep the balance and keep your posture upright. You're doing so well. Keep going if you can. Breathe out, pull the strap. Breathe in, replace it down. Really good. Well done. One more. Okay, place that strap back down and take a step off. Now, take your foot bar down towards the floor so it's out of your way and change your spring to one red spring now. So one heavy spring. We're going to sit facing the shoulder pads on the carriage with your legs extended through the middle of the shoulder pads. Pick up both straps and put your forearms through the long loops, arms up at chest height, and then fold your arms together. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, tuck your tailbone under, round your spine, roll off your sitting bones about halfway back. Breathe in here, and as you breathe out, lift your arms up to your ears, and as you breathe in, lower. Now we're going to repeat this movement, so we're still in our roll back. We're adding on our overhead pulls, and then we're rolling forward, keeping that curvature of the spine and sitting up tall, and repeat. Tuck the tailbone under, round it back. 3 overhead pulls. Now the higher you lift your arms, the harder work it is to keep your spine in that curved C shape. And that's the most important thing here, to keep that curve. So do your best that as you raise your arms, you're not allowing your back to start to extend. You've really got to draw in your abdominals here and fight against that temptation to allow the spine to straighten. Keeping that C-shaped curve, rolling off your sitting bones. Round it forward. Fantastic. Last set of these. Roll it back. Breathe out. Lift the arms. Breathe in, lower. Breathe out. Lift. Breathe in, lower. And one more. Breathe out. Lift. Breathe in, lower. Round the spine. Roll it forward and extend upright. Now take those straps off your arms and now hold your hand straps. Take your arms straight in front. And as you breathe out, tuck and roll back, bend your elbows, pull the straps to your chest. Then twist and extend your arms, one up, one down, then back to the middle. Then twist to the other side, extend one up, one down, and back to the middle. And again to the first side. To the middle, breathe in. To the second side. To the middle, breathe in. And come on upright. Now this time we're going to combine the movement. So as you roll back, twist and extend your arms. Then sit all the way back up in between. Breathe out as you roll back and open the arms. Breathe in as you come back up. Breathe out as you roll back, extend the arms. Breathe in as you come up. Good, nice big twist as you roll back. We're really challenging the obliques here to twist the body, and then the shoulders add on that nice big extension at the top. Breathe out, roll back. That's it. And again, nice big twist. Breathe in, coming back up. Keep working. Breathe out, tuck, roll back and extend the arms. Brilliant. And finish there. Place your straps back down where you got them from. Okay, now if you take a step off, we're going to change the springs back to one blue spring, so a medium to light. The lighter you go here, the harder this is going to be, so you can challenge yourself as you like. We're getting into some planks on the forearms, so feet on the foot plate, forearms down on the carriage, holding onto your shoulder pads, or you can bring your hands together in the middle of the headrest. When you're ready, lift up your knees, push out to your plank, and twizzle your feet and your hips over to one side. From there, hold that position and press your arms out as you breathe out, in as you come in. Out as you breathe out, in as you come in. Your plank position itself is staying still. As you press the carriage away, don't allow your plank to sink down, don't allow your back to arch. Now pause there, change your feet and hips to the other direction, and let's go again. Breathe out, push the carriage away, breathe in, let it come in. Nice work. Nice solid plank while those arms do the work. Brilliant. Okay, coming back to the middle. Now twist to the first side, bend the knees in this time to bring the carriage in. Breathe out as you push away. Breathe in as you come in, out as you push out. And we're going for 6 on each side, so this is number 3. Breathe in as you come in, out as you go out. That's 4. That's 5. One more. That's 6, so let's pause there, turn your feet to the other side, and as you breathe in, tuck in, and as you breathe out, press away. 1, 2, 3, keep breathing through, breathe in as you come in, out as you go out. 4, 5, 6, fantastic. Okay, rest there, bend the carriage in, pop your knees down. Well done. So that concludes the hard work. It's time to have a little bit of a stretch now. So if you bring your foot bar back up to its usual position and change your spring back to one red, so one of the heavy springs. We're going to finish off with some nice long monkey stretches. So take a seat on your carriage, facing your foot bar, somewhere in the middle of your carriage. I want you to sit with your hands in the middle of the bar and place your feet either inside or outside of your hands. Sit up tall, and as you breathe out, press your legs as straight as feels comfortable for you, and just breathe in that position. Well done today. If you like this class, please do give it a like, or maybe leave me a comment to let me know how you found it if you joined in at home, or anything else that you'd like me to cover. Could be mat work, could be reformer. I absolutely love both. So I'm really happy to create anything that you're interested. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you. See you next time.